Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with a Crumb chat. I'm pretty excited about this one because we're going to be doing something different. I'm sure I've done something similar in the past, but I haven't maybe in a long time, and I never do anything the same way twice, so it's going to be a little bit different. First, I want to show you what I have up for auction. I'm putting up 3 auctions specifically for this video, meaning if you're watching this when I uploaded, these are the auctions you're going to see. But I do have other auctions already up. I may put some up later, so just always check my auctions, and even if it's way in the future, hopefully there'll still be some auctions. My auctions start at 1 penny with free shipping, and outside USA can bid, but you'd have to pay shipping if you win. These are pieces that I think I worked on these in the previous video. I might have had to finish them, and I don't remember. But I have them. I don't remember exactly when I showed you these, but I have them. And they are made with strip sets that I cut up, and I just add fabric to them. And I liked the size, so I thought I would give them to you. There's 6. So these are going to be on one of the auctions. They're thready. They got little, fuzzies on them, and I try to clean them up the best that I can. But you will find, and they're thready on the back. I don't, pay attention to the backs. 6 pieces, and I don't give the sizes of these because I don't want to do all that measuring, but you can tell in my average size hand how big they are. Okay, now I have something that I made in a previous video, and I was going to keep this fabric. It's strip sets, it's all selvages, and I just absolutely love this. It's the same print but in 2 different colors, and I threw well, yeah, they were all selvages. Some of them had the white, and I, let the words show. And my thought was some kind of just a little bag, like a coin purse or something. I don't know. Not, not a tote bag by any means, but just, I don't know, some kind of little bag. I like bags. I would love a zippered bag. I don't think I have ever done a zippered anything in many years. Am I at 11 years now? I think I started in 14. Yeah, anyway, I know I've been here over 10 years. And so I'm going to have this up for grabs. It's about 9.5 by 5.5, and you'll see pictures. Oh, I will have a slideshow at the end of this video showing you these 3 auction things up close. And so stick around till the end. But there's this. You can do whatever you want with it. You can also cut it up. You could cut, like, let's say you want to do something and you want just each center of your crumb blocks to start with a piece of this. Or like a log cabin block. It doesn't have to be just for crumb quilting. You could cut how many ever squares you can get out of this, and they'd be your centers. Do whatever you want. It's really cool to have strip sets. I love strip sets. I will be making more for auctions. Then, look, strip sets. I don't know, one of the videos I showed you that I had scraps, there were these very narrow. I don't know if I did some of the strip sets with you, or I used them for something. Oh, I think I used them on a block of muslin, and I top stitched. Is that possible? I'll try to link to that video. So there's 6 of these, and you could sew them together to make a bigger piece of fabric. I left them like this in case, again, you want to cut them into little squares. They'd be so cute, and then you can just start that, or, cut at angles and work around with your own fabric. And I just love all of this stuff so much. And again, you'll see close-ups of these. You've got 6 of them. And like I said, you could sew them together, and even if your seam allowance takes up almost all the fabric, you can tell, like look up here, look how narrow it is on the black piece right there. But it's so cool. Okay? Now, here's what we're going to do today. I have, like I said, done this, but I think I usually do it on a piece of stabilizer. Now that's very, very good, especially if you have iron-on fusible. You cut a piece if you want to make like a tote bag or something, and then you just put all your crumbs down, and you can press, and they'll be stuck somewhere. They'll be flippy, you know, other places if they're on another piece of fabric. But then you just top stitch. Now, I don't suggest just putting 2 pieces of fabric together. Like, oh, I have such cute scraps. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do with them. Like, if you put just 2 pieces together and you top stitch, it's not very stable. It's hard to keep it like flat. It might curl up or whatever. But then I thought, when we have crumb pieces, we get all those seams underneath. That makes a very stable piece of fabric. So what I did is I took, okay, let's see, what can I use as an example? Okay, let's use those first pieces. Where are they? These are crumb pieces, already started. You know, you have some seams and stuff. It's a little bit more stable. So you can have a bunch of pieces like this. But then, if you want to add shapes, like even curves, stuff like that, if you top stitch, that's easy peasy. And if you were working on something like, look at all the seams here. So this would be a good place to get another piece of fabric or another crumb block and maybe cut a curve, you know, and then lay that down on top and stitch. And if you can do top stitching, you can just add in any direction on a piece of fabric. Now it is, it takes a little getting used to, but I think many of you will end up falling in love with it. So I took a piece out of my bag with a lot of already started crumbs, and I just worked on it here and there. And look at this shit. I love it. I even played with just putting a little piece here and zigzagging over it. I have a piece here also that's just top stitched a shred. See that shred going down? And I'm going to work on this and, you know, try to make it a decent size, and then that's going to be one of the things in the next Crumb Chat auction. So I left it, and I'm going to continue. See, I don't do any trimming until I know what I feel like doing. Now, I thought, let's add something here. And, oh, and I'm using clear thread on the top. But I might want to put it on the bottom too, because there are times I might want to stitch on this side. Sometimes it might make it easier, because if I want something on top, but I don't know, it's hard to explain, but there were a couple of times that I thought, gee, I wish I could be sewing on this side because I would see my fabric better. And, you know, you're just going to try it, and then you're going to do your own thing. So let's try something. So I have clear on top. You can use color, but with a lot of stitching, I don't want my crumb block piece to just look like a whole bunch of lines of zigzag. I think you know, if that was something wide pieces, that would be great. But you have the right to do whatever you want. I have clear, and if you don't have to put clear in the bobbin, it works fine for me to have clear on top and any thread on the bobbin on the bottom. In the bobbin on the bottom. So let's find a crumb that I can add to that. I looked everywhere. It was on my other table. Big or long crumb blocks. Now see, I have, you know, a starter thing here, like this. And maybe I could put this here. But I like curves, but I haven't done too much of that yet. But let's just start easy, and I'm just going to show you that I'm going to put this here. It doesn't matter if it covers everything. I'm just going to lay that down. I'm going to lay down this part that's the most stable. I'm just going to top stitch. Now, I'm going to lose maybe Okay, let's do it like that. But let's, okay, I'm gonna round this off down here. Like I said, it's a hard thing to teach because we're all gonna have different pieces. Ooh, see, I'm gonna have a little curve here, like that. I'll show you after. I find that I kind of like to do the zigzag with my piece to the right, but I can do both ways, and you kind of want to because there's times you have to turn. But I want to hop on here, so I'm going to go like this and around the corner. I don't care what this ends up looking like. Oh my God, too much talking. Here we go. Your only goal is to try to get the zigzag a little bit over the edge, but it's better to have it all on the strip than all on this fabric. You want to catch something, so I try to make it so that the needle hits my strip and then hits just the edge. And you can have a kind of a short strip stitch if you want. Now the curve, could be a little tricky. I really like to be able to hop on and hop off, but if there was something that I wanted to put somewhere, I have no problem, you know, just going to the center and then adding something. What did we just sew? I don't even remember. Oh, look! I like it. We just added this guy with the brown here and all those little things. There. And see our little not too scary kind of curve right here? Am I even showing it to you? I do believe I am. It's the little blue hearts there. Oh, this is so fun. And if it's wobbly at all, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. More. Want more. I mean, the possibilities are endless this way. Like, you really can just sew big pieces together. You don't have to worry about the shapes because you can fill things in. Let's try to fill in this angle here. I mean, this corner. I don't know how to talk anymore. And I'm a little nervous because we're going out tonight and I don't want to be, you know, doing this video, editing and everything at the last minute. Oh, okay. This will cover this nicely. See, it doesn't have to fit exactly. I'm just going to cover this. Yes, you're going to cover up stuff that you already added. That's okay. So I'm just going to sew there and there. And you do want to be over it enough. You don't want to be like just right on the edge. So you want to make sure. That's where I said it can come in handy if you want to flip it over and sew. But I can't because I have pink thread underneath and I'm not changing that right now. Okay, so I'm going to make sure. You could also have a glue stick. I have to get a glue stick. You could just glue it down, let it dry for a few minutes. People say, well, it's going to gunk up my needle. Take a piece of a cotton ball dipped in rubbing alcohol after and just clean your needle. Needles are cheap. Don't freak out over it. Okay, here I go. I try to just make sure everything's flat and I kind of like just press. And it doesn't usually work. And if you didn't catch something, feel free to back up. You can back stitch, come back. Look, it's like a house with a chimney. All right, so we just added that. Oh, this is just... I love it. You can add a strip set there, but if you wanted to, you could cut this as like a half circle and add that on there. Let's try to do something that has more of a circle and not just... No, but that would go so good right there. This is something that had gotten trimmed, and I just kept it, so I can take this big thick mess off that isn't usable. Gee, I hate to waste this nice piece. I like it. Oh, I'm going to put it here, and then maybe we can find something with a curve for that. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to sew here. And I am going to turn it and just come down so it's sewn, that little corner. I need some, my tags are so thick. So we added that. It's certainly not as thick as our other crumb blocks. Like for me, I sew things so close together that it's like almost all seams in the back. This is much more flexible. But notice I'm putting other made pieces. So, you know, it does have still that little bit of stiffness. I don't think I'd ever want to just be putting one piece after another doing top stitching. No. I have my blocks already made, and I can do some top stitching. Okay, so now let's see if I can have a block. I would like something that the curve would really show. And I imagine I could do like this, but then if I drew a line, I'd have to sew inside that line. I'm trying to, oh, you know what? If we wanted to, we could put a piece of paper under here, draw the curve, and then use that piece of paper as the pattern. You could lay this on it, and then you could maybe flip and cut on that line. All right, this is just the beginning, so I will have other ways to do this. All right, I'm going to... I don't want to ruin anything here. I'm going to try to make a little bit of a curve. And can you imagine if we like had like a little black strip every time we join a curve? That would really pop and show. I hate to like lose pieces that I've already done, but we have to get used to that. We really do. We have to get used to that. Okay, I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to sew all the way to here. It's not like a real impressive curve because it's not like a different color, but look how big it's going to make this. Am I doing all right here? I don't know. And you know what I really want to do, don't you? And I will be doing it. I want to be adding all kinds of things on the top. Threads, shreds, just all kinds of stuff. It's so hard to see what we just did, but I'm hoping you can see. This is the curve here, right here. Oh, I mean, just... Looky, let's, like, this is a pretty big piece. Let's put some kind of a shreddy thing there, like I did, I don't know, somewhere. See, this piece, I I added that point there. It was a whole crumb piece, and I just laid it on top. And then you can, like, oh yeah, now see, this is all extra here from when I just did this curved part. So I can come out back here and trim the extra if I want. Oh my God. Oh, this could go somewhere. Couldn't it? That's right. I have little scraps. Oh my God, where are they? Where are they? When I trimmed these, because I want them to fit in the envelope, look at what I trimmed, and I have these little things. I could put, oh my goodness, we're doing this right now. We're doing this one right now, right here. All right, I'm gonna have it a little bit at an angle. I'm gonna add this right here. You will also get used to like where you want your needle to stop. So when you turn that, when it zigs and zags, it's gonna be going in the right direction for you. You'll understand what I mean when you start doing this. Now, it doesn't look as cool because it, you know, it looks so sticking out. But let's just, for the heck of it, let's just say, let's just trim that a little bit and a little bit. Make it look more like it was there. Where are we? See? See? And if we put something here, this part will get caught in there. When it's all caught, it's going to look like somebody just put little tiny pieces there. Oh my God, I'm going to be so mad that I'm this late because, now where's that other piece that we said? Did I lose it? Is it on me? It's right here. Now there's a lot of stuff going on there. Okay, I'm just going to take that corner off the white right here just to try to even that up. So there wasn't anything as weird sticking out there. I really have a hard time showing you, and I don't want this to break. So now I'm going to put this here somewhere. Maybe I can start up there. I want this point to kind of be on this aqua piece. It's just practice. I don't know why I'm taking it so seriously. I want to make sure that I got that tip. I think I did. In other words, I'm too lazy to back up. This piece under here is a little bit thready. I want to go press this, and then I'll show you. I don't know, this part might not be your thing, but I kind of like it. I think it would look even better, though, if there's another piece here. So while the iron is heating up, maybe can I take a strip? Oh, look what I found. A strip set. Now, I could sew that. Oh, I'm going to do that. Let's do this. And then it's going to have to be done. Hang on. Because I forgot and I wanted to tell you, we don't have to do just top stitching. Now, I have a nice piece here. Look, I'm going to just do like regular crumb quilting. And I'm going to just sew right sides together. Let's see, when I fold that back, that's going to be, oh my God, I'm so excited. Now I'm going to go for a straight stitch. Let me press that open and trim. I think I'd rather stay home tonight and just play with this. Let me just press it all. I mean, can I really give this one up? This is the first time I do anything this big. I don't know. I may not have this up for auction. This is really, really cool. It is, I mean, I just love it. I love the scrappiness. I love the madness. It feels good. All right, you guys, I have to be done. I have to be done. I have to, and I don't want to be. We'll see. We'll see if this goes up for auction or not. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out the other auctions. Check out my scrap packs, all that stuff. Links are in the description, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye.